It's the world's largest democracy, but a proposed new law threatens to dangerously divide the nation down communal lines. Foreign editor David Pratt examines the growing opposition to what many see as government efforts to marginalize Muslims. Every day more and more people pour onto the streets, for they know what's at stake. The world's biggest democracy is awakening, fearful of bigotry stoked by an increasingly authoritarian government so at odds with India's founding principles. "You just needed a trigger," said Jasbir Singh, a Sikh information technology worker who joined the protests in Bangalore this past week. "In India, religion never decided your citizenship, and it should not in the future," he told the New York Times, expressing the concerns of a growing number of Indians. That, unfortunately, is not how the Hindu nationalist government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi sees it. Ever since coming into power in 2014, Modi's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, has persistently introduced measures to further marginalize the country's Muslim population. To an increasing number of Indians, such moves, they warn, are part of an unspoken agenda to divide the country along communal lines. "It is not a fight only for Muslims," Muhammad Hamza, an 18-year-old university student, was quoted by the Washington Post as saying, "It is a fight to save our country. Modi is trying to break us." At the heart of these potentially incendiary moves by the government lies a new citizenship law. It was on December 11 that India's parliament passed an amendment to its Citizenship Act, CCA, of 1955, which sets out guidelines for becoming a citizen in the country. The SA that was then signed into law by India's president allows persecuted minorities a fast-track route to Indian citizenship. The law applies to immigrants from nearby Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh who are Hindu, Christian, Sikh, Jain, Zoroastrian, or Buddhist. Muslims, however, are not included even if they are Ahmadis, members of a sect of Islam that Pakistan considers heretical. The law also ignores what the UN has deemed the world's most persecuted minority, the Rohingya Muslims, who suffered ethnic and religious cleansing at the hands of the Burmese military in Myanmar. The authorities in India have reportedly pledged to deport the estimated 40,000 Rohingya refugees residing in the country, even though they're thought to face danger in their home state. Those opposed to the law say the exclusion of Muslims betrays a deep-seated bias against the community, which makes up 14% of the country's 1.3 billion people. They argue rightly that the new law would violate Article 14 of the Indian Constitution, which promises equality as a fundamental right. In prior cases, the Indian Supreme Court has ruled that such fundamental rights are not subject to power. For more on this story, visit the news article link.